I grew up highly introverted and very fearful of the outside world. My coping mechanism for that was food. The comfort of food, the numbness of overeating too much. I tried to control my food intake physically by pushing it away, or mentally by willpower, and none of those things worked. And eventually in 2005, I arrived at 260 pounds because I couldn't keep up anymore. I had a woman in my life who said, "We can't be together unless you do this workshop." And at the time I'm like, workshop? Well, I'm not going to go to some stupid workshop. But I'd said yes, and it changed my life because it gave me an introduction to my emotions. At my heaviest, I had a breakthrough with making deep, intimate, personal, emotional contact with the immense amount of unbelievable pain and anger that was in my body. So when that moment happened, what I was really feeling was just despair. I was ready to sink into utter despair and surrender and like crying out, "God, please help me. I can't go on." And my desire and my heartbreak, someone heard it and somehow arrived at a place where I could open and become vulnerable to what had to happen inside. Because until that vulnerability happened with me, I wasn't able to connect with what needed to happen inside. I wasn't ready for it, and so it didn't happen. Slowly over time, weight started coming off. And it wasn't like how our culture shows us of, let's do P90X for 90 days and become a completely different person. No, this was a natural transformation of becoming more intimate with my emotions over time, and every time a defining moment happened emotionally and I embraced it and was able to be with it and move through it, more weight dropped off over time. You're not trying to change something about yourself, you're trying to mature your being. You're trying to mature the relationship you have with the life that you've been given. So if your challenge is overeating and weight, if it's overwork, if it's underwork, the passivity and sleeping too much, if it's worry, if it's anxiety, if it's too much drug use to numb yourself out, those things are symptoms of a break in the relationship that we have to our being, to our physical, mental, and emotional being. There's a gap in the intimacy in what is going on inside this being. Not what is going on outside here. How much money can I acquire? How can I get security through my job? How can I find a partner so I don't feel lonely? All these things we grasp for out here. And all the while, there's something going on inside of here that is affecting every moment of our life, is affecting every action that we enact. That's not out here. That's going on inside here. It's very common to practice physical presence with our body postures and our body positions. And it's also a part of any good yoga class to be very present to your breath. And watching the breath brings you into the present moment and can calm and focus an agitated mind. But often our awareness stops here and stops with the mechanicalness of our body. But there is an experience happening in here that we want to bring our present moment awareness to. Because it is the skill of feeling that lets us become intimate with our emotions and the gifts of emotions. And it is the emotional part of our experience where the gifts of meaning and purpose and insight and wisdom come from. So today I am on an upward trajectory, and it goes in its peaks and valleys, and that's how we grow, that's how we mature. It's not always up, 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 up. That's why we have to tolerate the discomfort of the valleys. But if we have an intimate connection with ourselves, we're always rising higher the next time. And so this workshop is about gently, slowly, purposefully, and understanding the why of why we're approaching where we don't want to go, so that we can have some measure of trust and understanding that there is value in going where we don't want to go, because often the mind first has to understand and feel okay for now us to go into and move into the experience of the unknown. So we do offer that in this workshop, some understanding of your emotions and how to work with them and why you want to become intimate with such discomfort and what's on the other side of that discomfort.